catching them all just became a little bit harder. The Pokemon Showcase has revealed new games, new shows, and even some new old classics now available for Nintendo Online subscribers on Switch.
And we got some big news regarding Red Dead Redemption and GTA6. We're going to talk about all this and much, much more right now on Gaming News Weekly. What's up, everybody? It's time for another huge episode of Gaming News Weekly, the best weekly video game news show out there. Every single Monday, we're bringing you all the biggest things happening in the video game industry. You can find us on Fruit Lab, YouTube, podcast services everywhere. All you got to do, type in three little letters, baby, GNW, and you're going to be getting all the biggest news right in your brain hole. My name is E-Rock the Red, joined every week by this gentleman right here. Full clip. What's going on, dude? How are you?
What's up? I'm doing all right. Feeling a little bit like Cinderella with all these chores I'm having to do. Mowing the yard, redoing chairs and stuff like that. But I've always got time for the gaming news and bringing it straight to their, brain holes?
To the brain holes, yeah.
To the brain holes.
Hopefully, you'll get to meet a prince or something.
Yes.
That's what Cinderella gets.
I tell you, mowing the grass in glass slippers is not easy.
Oof, yeah, tell me about it. We've all been there, am I right? Well, that's exciting. Chores. Oof. No thanks. That's why I don't do that.
I don't do games only.
Yeah, exactly. I just live in squalor, but I play video games all day long.
You play, what was that moving out game or unboxing game where you do chores?
I do chores in video games. Yeah. I play like that house flipper, and I'm just washing windows and stuff in there. It's so much easier. You don't have to leave the couch. It's so much better. I recommend it. Have you fit any gaming into your busy chores schedule?
Yeah, a little bit. I got to play Fallout 76 for the first time. I know it's been out forever, but it's been on my list.
I know you've been talking about it, how you want to try it out. How does it... I heard it's like so much... I played it like when it released, and it was glitchy. I mean, as you would expect from a game in the Fallout series. Yeah. And it was a mess. But it was a lot of fun. I had potential, and I feel like that potential has been recognized now that it's been out for a few years. What was your takeaway from it?
I mean, however it was before, I didn't really see it, but it seemed to be fine now. I have no complaints as far as how it functions.
That's good.
As far as like the gameplay and the structure of everything, feels a lot like the previous Fallout titles. I liked playing Fallout 4 and New Vegas before that. That's my whole experience with the series. But it doesn't feel like such a leap that you're playing like the next big full title in the same way that playing something like Elder Scrolls Online doesn't feel the same as playing the Morrowind series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one, I remember, I enjoyed the the base building aspect of it. I thought that was really well done. I never played Fallout 4, because I think that one also had base building in it. I never played that one. So the one in 76 was great, and just playing. Did you play co-op or did you just play by yourself?
I tried getting into the game with a friend, but there's a little bit of, seems like a lengthy intro to it, getting out of the vault and getting yourself substantiated. And then I guess next time we find the time, we'll probably be able to play together.
Nice. Yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah, getting into the gameplay out of the vault thing, it was a whole pain in the butt. Nice. I'm glad you finally got to it. Every week you talk about it. Fallout 76, here I come. I've only played one game only. The only game that is going to matter for the rest of time. Baldur's Gate 3. It's amazing. So last time we talked, and I guess this is going to go into a little bit of the news we have. I wasn't planning on picking up Baldur's Gate 3. I was going to pick up WrestleQuest. WrestleQuest got delayed at the last minute. Like the day before it was supposed to come out, it got delayed. And let's get into it now, I guess. Just because it had like a save game glitch. It wasn't saving the games properly. So they delayed it until August 22nd. Now I think that they saw Baldur's Gate 3 just taking everybody's time, and they're like, you know what? We also have a role-playing game that's coming out. Why don't we move it a couple weeks? This is my thoughts on this whole thing. Now, sure, maybe there was a glitch. Who knows? But the conspiracy theorist in me says they didn't want nothing to do with Baldur's Gate 3.
I like it. I like the conspiracy.
Because Baldur's Gate 3 is a perfect game. It is the game of the year for 2023. I'm calling it. I'm calling my shot right now. And it's, I mean, if you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, it's the greatest game ever. If you're not a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, I could see still a huge level of enjoyment as long as you like role-playing games, because it does have, I mean, it's great. Now I'm still in the first act. Like, I'm very early in the game. I'm 30 hours into the game, and I'm very early into it still. So I'm playing on my Steam Deck, and it's been running great. Now, on different subreddits, Steam Deck subreddit, Baldur's Gate subreddit, people are complaining about the later parts of the game when there's so much happening. When you've got 30 NPCs, or you've, like, called up, like, 30 zombies because you're a necromancer. It really starts to lag and becomes somewhat unplayable on the deck. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how we get there. It's no issues for me right now, right out of the box. I didn't change any settings, and it's working great. And yeah, so we'll see. But dude, it's a good game. I got my Drow Paladin. He's doing it. He's out there killing people.
Yeah, I keep watching more and more and more videos on this. Just random people on YouTube, like 5 things I wish I knew, or 5 things you didn't know you could do, and those are really cool. Like, if you have the right kind of class or whatever it is, you can raise somebody from the dead, have a conversation with them, and maybe that unlocks some new way to do a quest, or a completely new quest in general.
Absolutely, it's insane the amount of like customization there is within your playthrough. You could do things so much differently. You got to really think outside the box, and yeah, it definitely has. I'm not doing the full save scum where I'm saving it every minute, but there's so many choices and so much really affects the total game where, like, there's a reason there's a quick save option and a quick load option, because if you make a wrong choice or do something wrong, you just go back to that previous save state, and you know everything's okay. But yeah, I did a battle. I was fighting a swamp hag the other day and all her minions, and I went about it a little incorrectly. I realized after I spent then close to an hour in this battle, used almost all of my resources, and still ended up dying. And I'm like, okay, I could do this differently. So I went back, went through, learned so much from the first time that I destroyed her and her minions this time around in about I would say half the time, and it was great. I had so much fun doing it. But yeah, I'm already thinking about my next playthrough, what my next character is going to be. So yeah, it's a blast, dude. I definitely recommend it to anybody on the fence about it. Initially, like, I was even thinking, I was like, well, you know, I do want it. I'll wait for the PlayStation version because it's sure to run excellently there, you know?
Yeah.
But man, yeah, I had that FOMO I got on the deck, and so we'll see. Hopefully they get it running real good, and you know, I won't have any issues. But yeah, I even got to play today, and that's all I'm thinking about.
Nice.
I want to just tell you to shut up and go play some more. But I've been playing it too late. I've been playing it until like 1 a.m. every night, and then I'm up at 7 every morning. So it's like, and then it's one of those games where it's invading my dreams a little bit, you know? So I'm a little tired, but you know, I don't know. Enough about Baldur's Gate. I've said enough. Should we get this show on the road?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's talk about our new releases from last week. All right, first up, we had Atlas Fallen come out on August 10th on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series S and X. This game looks really cool. excited when this was announced, I remember. So what it is, it's like a third-person action role-playing game where you can like manipulate the sand. It's all like these desert environments, and you can manipulate the sand to like kind of like surf through it. It looks really cool, the traversal. And then on top of that, you use it to make these like shape-shifting weapons on top of it that, you know, by, I don't know, you do whatever with this sand. You're a sandman. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to trademark that. Sandman. That's never been used before. But yeah, you hunt monsters. You could do it solo or co-op. And yeah, you just, it's like an open world game. You get new loot, new weapons, you know, that sort of game.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that the story is really weak. So based on the Metacritic scores, it's about, I'd say it's in the 70s, depending on what you're playing it on. And the biggest downside is that it's like a really, really bad, like bland, cookie cutter story that is probably, you know, ChatGPT or something put it together. But otherwise, they're saying that the gameplay hook and the battles are a blast, and it's a lot of fun to traverse this world. So
yeah, you had a good choice of words for it. I was gonna say that it looks a lot like actual Monster Hunter, like maybe that mixed with an Assassin's Creed style of game. It looks pretty cool. You know, I don't know if it justifies that $70 price tag.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's one where if I were to see it down the road for like $30, $40, I might pick it up because it does look fun. It does look like traversing in this game. Like you said, riding on the sand, but there's all kinds of jumping and traversal and verticality to it that looks pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly my thought. I put it on my like my Steam wish list because if it goes on like a big sale or something, I would absolutely grab this. It looks right up my alley as far as like the cool weapons, cool monsters, that sort of thing, you know. And most of the time, that's all. If I'm just playing a game, I just want some good gameplay, anyways, you know. Like half the time.
Yeah, there's the thing about story. Sometimes you're overloaded with story, and I'm just smashing the button. Shut up, let me play.
Exactly. Yeah, if I want a great story, I'm going to play Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, which also came out August 10th on PC and all current next-gen consoles. This is it's an interactive fiction about Greek gods, but it's a musical, a role-playing musical, where your choices matter. They change the outcome of the game. They change the songs. So, you know, you're making these choices in the middle of a song, and it's changing the lyrics to these beautiful songs. I played the demo, and I'm very excited to get in there and play this one. You know, it's all about friendship, love, there's romance, you know, all the things. And then Greek gods and murder. There's also murder.
Yeah. What's the actual gameplay like? Is it like push the button at the right time sort of thing?
It's more like we talk about like the Telltale games where you're just making the choices. I don't think there's any like those where you got to push the button at the right time. Yeah, no, it's nothing like that. It's just you watch a story unfold. And if you're a fan of musicals, the music is great. The voice acting is fantastic. It's like a full cast of like well-known voice actors. So yeah, I'm excited to get this one again on sale. I think it's a $30 game, which is not bad, but I'm busy. You know, this is a sale joint for me. I don't need to be playing this one day one, but I absolutely will be playing it. I'm very much. There's nothing like it. You know, that's what's cool about it. I don't think there's any other video game musicals out there. You know, there's games with music in them, but yeah, maybe Parappa the Rapper.
Yeah, not quite as good as this though.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. All right, and that's it for our new releases from last week. All right, let's switch it up. Let's talk about our news of the week. All right, let's kick things off with some exciting news out of Rockstar Take-Two's world. So Red Dead Redemption and what is it? The Undead Nightmare. are going to be out on they're coming out on PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch on August 17th. Now, people were excited. I know a lot of people were excited when they heard, oh, they're doing, this is they're bringing this back. They're revisiting the Red Dead world. And then they told us that it's not a remaster. It's not a remake. It's a conversion of the game, and it's also $50 for the same game, just available on the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. What are your thoughts on this?
I think if they would have done it just for the Switch and would have been affordable, like $20-$30 range,
right,
there would have been no problem. 13 years old.
Okay.
Jeez. Yeah. And for reference, like the PlayStation 4, that console generation is about 10 years old. That, in my opinion, is when they should have done this if they were going to do this at all.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy that that this is happening. So it's got, according to Rockstar, includes newly supported languages, and that's about it. Like, it's just like the same game, but now it has Korean and Polish and Portuguese and stuff in it.
There's some details people are upset about, like it's not necessarily... I mean, they're making it on PS4, so you can also play it on PS5, but it's not necessarily going to be upscaled to 4K 60 frames per second the way it is, I guess, on the Xbox Series X and S.
Really? Okay. Well, yeah, because you're using through the backwards compatibility feature of that, right? Yeah. That's crazy that you're better off with the backwards compatibility feature than this newly released conversion of this game. It's insane, dude. I'll tell you what, man, they're really botching these. Between this and that GTA trilogy that they came out with.
Oh, yeah.
What are they doing? It's just cash grabs is what they're doing. And I don't know how much cash they're going to grab with a $50 price tag on this 13-year-old game.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Some people will still buy it, but I don't know how many. And at the end of the day, that's really the message they need to get. That's how they need to get it, is people not buy the stuff.
Yeah.
Rather than all be upset and talk about not buying it.
Yeah.
Let's just not buy it.
Exactly. It's always, you got to vote with your wallet. And that's, we always talk about it with like these, in-game purchases and stuff like that. We always complain about them, but then at the same time, there's so many people out there that will, drop tons of money inside the game, and that's all that's all the studio cares about. If they're going to make some money off this, which I feel like, it's a simple port. They are releasing a physical version of this in October 13th. So, I know there'll be a lot of collectors that might want to own it then too, but $50, man. Oof. Yeah. Like, I know tons of people were really excited about a remaster. And we think we talked about it maybe about a month or so ago with rumors of a remaster of this game coming out, which that would be, I don't know why you don't just go that route. Put some time into it, put some developers into it, and just earn the good faith of the fans that want this, that want to replay this game in 4K, in HD,
And I think that would be very, very easy for them to do, because the map from that game is already almost entirely recreated for Red Dead Redemption 2. And you've got that newer engine. If you wanted to remake it in that engine, chop half the map off and just kind of, I guess you'd have to reprogram the missions and things like that. But like you said, put some time into it. Make it worth people's money. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Maybe the problem is the other piece of news that we're going to be talking about. So, in the Take-Two earnings call, they talked about, basically they talked about their earnings. It's an earnings call. Let's talk about earnings. What a novel idea. But they said that they are, here's a quote from CEO and Chairman Strauss Zelnick. He said, "We remain confident that we are positioning our business for a significant inflection point in fiscal 2025, which we believe will include new record levels of operating performance." So basically, what that means to everybody is that in order to get that record level of income, a new game's going to come out. And that new game, GTA 6, right? I mean, that's the only thing that's going to make them what did they say that they're anticipating? Like, I don't know, like $5 billion.
5.5 billion.
Yeah. So now for that fiscal year 2025, that means that this would come out no later than March of 2025. That's when that year would, the fiscal year would be over. So, I mean, that being said, when do you think we see the GTA 6 or any news regarding it?
I was interested in this, so I went and looked back if there's like a pattern to it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so sparse throughout like 2 decades that it probably
Right.
doesn't really matter at this point. But they have a habit of coming out either at the end of the year or the beginning of the year. So in that March time frame or like an October, September time frame.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's no real rhyme or reason to it.
Okay. Yeah, you think maybe you put it out holiday time, cash in on some some holiday sales, but regardless, it sounds like it's going to be sooner than later. Because I know we talked about it before, and I did find a quote the last time we talked about it when Zelnick said that fiscal 2025 will be a highly anticipated year for our company, and they believe they will set new standards in our industry and enable us to achieve over $8 billion in net bookings. So they've lowered their their evaluation a little bit, but still, billion with a B can only mean GTA coming at some point, and we'll see, man. But they gotta earn some faith back with some consumers here, and hopefully they'll put together a dope game.
Yeah. Got one more detail to share. I threw this in the end. I was going to talk about it when we get to the anything else sort of section. But since we're talking about them losing faith in the community, one thing they are actually doing right, Rockstar has hired the people who made the GTA 5's 5M mod and the Red Dead Redemption 2 Red M multiplayer role-playing mods. So they were doing their own servers. Rockstar shut them down. They didn't like what they were doing. They accused them of enabling piracy or something like that. But now they are officially part of Rockstar Games. So in the future, we may see some role-playing options officially endorsed by Rockstar.
That's pretty cool. Good for them to do that. That hopefully, they'll put out some dope stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Rockstar can do with this. They've never disappointed before with the GTAs. These are only recent developments as far as really dropping the ball with the GTA trilogy and now this Red Dead Redemption. So we'll see. Hopefully they can turn things around and be the Rockstar that we knew and loved. And it's that money, man. That money changes you.
Yeah,
changes you. All right, well, we'll keep our eye out for more. And then last week we talked about Modern Warfare 3 leaks. This week we got some official deets about Modern Warfare. We got the teaser trailer. Didn't really show much. It just showed us the date. November 10th is when the new Modern Warfare 3 is going to be coming out. And then we got another trailer that was narrated by Captain Price and showed the reveal of Makarov returning as the villain of Modern Warfare 3. So they also did say that it's going to be available on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So that's pretty cool. It makes sense considering it just seems like it's going to be just more Modern Warfare 2. They're not doing anything new. It's just more. Really is what I'm taking away from it. So much so there's rumors that are saying that the operators and weapons and stuff will just carry over from Modern Warfare 2 right into Modern Warfare 3. So it seems more of just a continuation of the game as opposed to a new one. Because we talked about it last week, how it's out of sorts for them to be doing the same developer moving right into the same game. Usually they switch it back and forth. But this one they're just another cash in, just making more. Hopefully it's a substantial game because otherwise people be like, yo, why, what's the point of this? It's just more of the same. So, are you excited for it?
I don't know.
our
Yeah.
Call of Duty, resident expert.
Yeah. Aside from like a little lull when I didn't upgrade to the newest console for a while there, I've almost bought every single Call of Duty the year they come out. Um, I don't know because this is unprecedented to have like back to back Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and it feels like it's going to be a lot of the same, which takes a lot of the hype out of it. If it would have gone to like any other time zone, I'm not so excited about the futuristic ones, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare,
Sure.
but any other like previous war setting, I think is a nice shakeup. Gets me ready and hyped to play that for a year or more,
Right.
and then swap it back, go back to another Modern Warfare or something like that. I
Do you
think that cycle works.
Yeah. Do you think they ever will go back to like a World War One, World War Two aesthetic, or do you think people need those super fancy, crazy weapons and that sort of thing? Do you think it would be as fun for people to just be shooting like a grenade launcher or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know because fun doesn't necessarily equal sales.
Yeah.
For me, it was fun to play World War II, but that was probably one of their lower selling games out of the past decade.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be interesting. I don't know. I know, but the same thing happened when they did the futuristic one. People shit all over that one, saying that wasn't. I don't know. They didn't like it. But yeah, fickle. People are fickle. You can't please anybody. All right, but we will find out more about Modern Warfare 3. August 17th, there's going to be a reveal talking about more information. So I'm sure next week we'll be back with more about Modern Warfare 3. So stop back for more. All right, next up, it was a week. I thought we were back at E3 or something like that. We got the Pokemon showcase, THQ Nordic showcase, and then Evo 2023 took place.
Oh, yeah.
The fighting game thing. So let's run through real fast all the big happenings from those events. Pokemon Presents. I know you were you're the biggest Pokemon fan in the whole world, and you were really excited about this. There wasn't tons of like video game news, exciting things. There's a couple new animated series coming out on YouTube and whatnot. But Detective Pikachu Returns got a new trailer, and that's going to be coming out October 6th on the Nintendo Switch. Every time I hear that, I think it's the movie, which was great. I loved the Detective Pikachu movie.
Yeah, same here. I didn't even know there was a game until we talked about this second one being announced.
Yeah, and then I get deflated because I'm like, give me some more Ryan Reynolds Pikachu action. Pokemon Go is getting some new Pokemon next month. Pokemon, the trading card game, and Pokemon Stadium 2 are available right now on the Nintendo Switch online. If you're a subscriber to that service, you could go play those games. Mew and Mewtwo are coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And then there's some DLC coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. My wife's been really, she got back into the Pokemon. I forget which one she's playing. One of those two. But my kid's like super into it now. He's like, just they're together, like huddled over her Switch all the time now, which is great because then, leaves me to be playing whatever I want to do. So it's good. And then THQ Nordic, one of my favorite studios, always pulling out some random stuff. They had an event, which actually surprised me. They had a lot of announcements there. Let's run through them. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest one, although the least fulfilling, was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. They had a teaser trailer for that, and it didn't show anything. Nothing. Yeah. It was such a tease. But it's official. I think, was it? I don't know. We talked about it before. Was it just a rumor then, or I don't know. This is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we just heard of it.
Yeah. So it is finally official. Unfortunately, no real trailer release date or anything like that. New South Park game, Snow Day, which seems weird.
This is the one I'm most hyped about out of this.
Yeah. I hope it's good. The people behind the THQ South Park games, like the role playing games, those have always been great.
Yeah, like
This one,
complete companion to the show.
yes, oh, absolutely. They know the show. It's like it has the perfect vibe to it. That's why when I saw this one, I was a little bummed that we weren't getting more of those stories. You know, this is just a like it's a 3D kind of like a shooter, right? But with snowballs.
I don't know. From the trailer I saw, it almost looked like an RTS game to some extent.
Okay. Yeah. My only takeaway from it was like it didn't parts of it I'm like this could be like a mobile game. You know, it didn't like look great, but you know, it's still early. We'll see more of that. It's supposed to be coming out sometime next year on PC, PS5, and Xbox S and X. Now, you know, being that it's only on next gen consoles, like it's gotta like, you know, look great. So I don't, you know, we'll see. It's some tweaks. We also got a trailer for Gothic 1 remake. This one, I had no idea what it was. I think that's. I should preface that every game we talk about, I should just say I have no idea what this is because this was all like so much new stuff to me in this, and I'm like, yeah, the remake of this. I'm like, never even heard of it. Gothic was one of those. Never heard of it. But it's like a RPG in like this big fantasy world. It really didn't show much in this trailer. You're just kind of walking around. It looks beautiful. But yeah, that'll be out on PC, PS5, Xbox X sometime. No release date for that one. Titan Quest 2 looks awesome. This one was like my highlight of the thing. I'm not familiar with Titan Quest 1. Like, yeah, ancient Greece or Romans or whatever. And there's like this black darkness that's taken over. It looks pretty epic. That one looks pretty cool. Alone in the Dark, we got 2 trailers introducing the actors that are going to be heading up this game, which is very cool. David Harbour and Jodie Comer are the stars of this new Alone in the Dark game. Do you know who either of those people are?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. David Harbour, did you watch Stranger Things?
Yes, okay, Hopper.
And Jodie Comer is from what's that show? There's a show where she's like a killer, and anyways, you've seen her in things. And then Last Train Home is a RTS game coming out for all you real-time strategy fans. Outcast. Now this is one he's like flying around with like a jetpack. Yeah.
Yeah, this one was a standout one for me as well.
Yes. Yeah, the world looked really interesting. It was funny though, there was like this whole long, like 2-minute trailer, and there was like 30 seconds of like gameplay. Like, yeah. I mean, I get that's a thing, but I'm like, what is this game? How do you play it? And then it just showed like one, like someone shooting a gun for like 3 seconds, and I'm like, okay. All right, we'll wait and see. But it looks great. It looks fantastic. It's like an open world third-person game where you got this cool jetpack. You go underwater, fly in the air. There's cool monsters. Space for Sale. This is it's a adorable looking sim builder type game. There's a beta test coming up for that. You could go sign up and control. I don't even know what it was. It was like some sort of tiny little thing, building things.
Build a base. I actually did go and sign up for the open beta, so
I knew you would.
I think there's going to be a non-disclosure agreement with it, but I'll say what I can if I get into that.
Yeah, break that NDA. You would give us the deets. Tempest Rising, another real-time strategy game coming. We got another trailer for that. Probably the worst trailer I've ever seen for Trine 5. Did you watch that one? It was so like cringe, dude. It was like this guy playing it, and then his roommate got home, and he's like, "What's going on, man? Let me play this game with you." Oh. And then like the girlfriend comes, and they're like, the interactions are just so like written by like someone who's never interacted with somebody before, and they're trying to sound cool. It was probably like AI. I bet it was like an AI written thing. But yeah, it was terrible. Now you should watch it just based on what I've said. Go back and check it out. And then we got some information about Way of the Hunter, the Tikamoon Plains DLC, and then one of the big ones, which I forgot about when it was announced, Recreation. It's the new Wreckfest based racing game where you could build cool tracks and racing tracks and build cars and that sort of thing. So that one, I remember talking about it when it was first announced like a couple years ago and being excited and not having heard anything since. But yeah, we got a new trailer. Talks about it. No release date or anything, but we'll see. And then the Evo 2023 event took place, the biggest fighting tournament in all the lands. And then we got a bunch of fighting game announcements. If you're a fan of fighting games, get ready, baby, because we got Street Fighter 6, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles getting a crossover. You know, you can wear the skins and cool outfits. I did see an article saying that if you wanted to get everything from this, it's going to cost you $100.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, crazy. Street Fighter 6, there was a new character announced. It's AKI, weird hair, very strange person, fits right into Street Fighter 6. Mortal Kombat 1 announced Reptile, Ashra, and Havoc as new fighters coming out.
I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game in a while, but is it not normal to have like Reptile as a base fighter these days?
I think because this is the reboot, that nothing is guaranteed.
Okay.
You know, previously you would have all these fighters, and I think they're really slimming down the roster for this one, because they're going to have those cameos too, where people just kind of pop in and do a cameo. Tekken 8 added Raven and your favorite fighter, Azucena, the Peruvian coffee queen.
Yes.
You've been asking for that. You've been like, man, when can we see a Peruvian coffee queen in a fighting game? Well, listen, you got your wish. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves was announced. It's the first new Fatal Fury game since 1999. And then Guilty Gear Strive Season 3 details. So there's all those 2D fighting games. Project L, we talked about their new game based on the League of Legends game. They introduced a new character. I did watch some of that after talking about the tag team thing. It looks hard. I'm not going to play it.
Oh, really?
I
had problems doing tag team in an actual wrestling game, so I don't know what hope I have for this.
I thought you were going to say in real life. But yeah, this is one of those games, those combo-based games where like it looks like I will try to do a punch and then I'll be dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then the most exciting thing, Plankton was revealed as a Nick All-Stars Brawl 2 character, complete with a mech suit with ketchup-based attacks, and his wife, Karen.
Hell yeah, let's go.
There you go, Plankton.
Is Karen part of like his mech suit? I didn't see a trailer or anything.
I just read about it. I didn't even know. I don't know the lore of this computer wife, Karen. So I'm excited to find out more. All right, and last up, we got the PlayStation Plus game catalog games announced for August. Some big games coming this way. We got, first of all, Sea of Stars. We talked about that last week. That doesn't come out until the end of August, but that's a day one role-playing game. Looks amazing. Excited to get in on that. But moving out to Destiny 2 The Witch Queen, Lost Judgment, Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed, 2 Point Hospital Jumbo Edition, Source of Madness, never heard of that one, Cursed to Golf, Dreams, PJ Masks Heroes of the Night, Hotel Transylvania Scary Tale Adventures, Lawn Mowing Simulator Landmark Edition, and then Spellforce 3 Reforced and Midnight Fight Express, all available as part of the catalog in August. And then if you're a premium subscriber, you get Medieval Resurrection, Ape Escape on the Loose, and Pursuit Force Extreme Justice. Yeah, so some good titles. Some nothing that's gonna make me go on subscribe to the thing, but some good games.
Not even Lawn Mowing Simulator.
Yeah, I don't know. I have Lawn Mowing. I have it. I haven't installed it. I should try it. I got it in a trade. I traded something, and I got Lawn Mowing Simulator for Steam. But yeah, I'm sure I'll do Moving Out too. That those games are always fun to play with my wife. We just scream at each other and that sort of thing. And then Lost Judgment. I've always wanted to play that. It's like a detective game. It's based in the Yakuza type world. So Yeah. Any of those do anything for you?
Yeah, I think I would also play Moving Out too. I've not played the first one, but it's games like that, Gang Beasts and Humans Fall Flat, that the multiplayer co-op fighting jumbled mess that they look like.
Sure.
Looks a lot of fun. I don't know if I can get my wife to play one with me, but that'd be cool.
Yeah. Did you ever play the Overcooked?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
turn
it's
into what you were talking
similar to
about, yelling
that.
at each other.
Yes. Yes. I think it's similar to that, but it's a lot of fun when you get those 3 stars or whatever. It's it solidifies your relationship more than tears it apart. So, all right, and that's all I got. You got anything else you want to chat about?
Nah, we got to it all.
Man, we did it, dude. This was successful. I think this was a successful venture that we set out on. Timely. We talked about a lot of fun stuff. I get to go play Baldur's Gate 3 some more. You get to go do more chores before your butt turns into a pumpkin or however that works. I've never seen Cinderella. I don't know how it works. I just know there's a pumpkin and some feet.
You got it right.
Okay, good. All right, well, thanks for watching, listening to another episode of Gaming News Weekly. You can find us on Fruit Lab. It's a cool website where you could earn a cryptocurrency called Pips. Well, you watch video game content or post video game content. It's a great website. Go check it out. Or you can check us out on YouTube. You can find this show at Pop Culture Playground, a bunch of other stuff that I do. Or you can go to GameFAQs, GameFAQs, and that's where Full Clip's posting all his stuff. You can also find him on Twitch, FullClip_FL. And then if you want to just listen to the podcast version of this show, we are available anywhere podcasts are found. Just type in GNW and you're gonna get this show. You could go back and listen to all the episodes. Start at episode 1 because they're canonical, and see how. Maybe not episode 1. I think we've probably gotten much better at this since then. Maybe skip to episode 30 or something like that, and then that's when we really started to take stride here. Mm-hmm. And then, you can find us on TikTok and Instagram. They're, slanging all this sweet, sweet content. All right. I think we got it all right.
Great.
All right. Let's call it. Have a good one. We'll see you next week with more Gaming News Weekly.